What's up, Wiz fans? Wiz got another W, 135, 128. Bradley Beal, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Back-to-back 40-plus games. First time that happened since Gilbert did it back in 2006. But I'm just amazed. I got lots to say about on this show. So let's talk about the game. Beginning, it was a fast-paced game. The Grizzlies were on fire. They were 4-4 from the field. And matter of fact, they started 9-11 from the field, which they pushed the upstairs. I'm like, this can't be happening again. It's next Charlotte all over again. But Beal, he was on fire in that first quarter. He started 4-4, 16 points. But as a team, in the first quarter, we were 7 for 10 from 3, which was 70%. And then once the second quarter began, we started sluggish. I'm thinking this is not Charlotte again. But luckily, we were not down 20 at that point. Because remember, we were down 14 to Charlotte last night. And then we came up with 20. And we made a comeback as usual. And we were just firing from 3. It was like at time session, boom, 3-pointer. Boom, 3-pointer. Boom, 3-pointer. I think we made like 10 threes in that first half. But speaking of that first half, it was no D. I'm like every time we get like a few stops, like 5 stops in a row, we stop playing defense. I'm like, come on now, just play D the whole game. Don't say, all right, we got that 5 times or 6 times or many times. Let's stop playing defense. Because it's gonna haunt you the entire game. Because just keep playing the game. Don't rely on one end on the basket. So. That's been the Wiz kids all year. We play D for a few minutes, and then we stop for a few minutes. That's been our Achilles heel all year long. But second half, they came out aggressive. So I'm like, okay. Then Brad, he made something like back-to-back threes. It was 7 threes in the game, and then back comes Memphis. They took the lead, and then Beal, then got his 8-3. I'm like, career high 8-3. I'm like, there it is. I'm like, he might get 11. I'm like, or he may get the record, because the record is for threes made 14 by Thompson, but the Wizards record is 10 by Trevor Ariza, not Gilbert. Trevor Ariza, he made 10, which was like 2014. And then going to the fourth quarter, I knew it was gonna be a high scoring game. We were up 105, 103 going to the fourth. I said it's going to be in the 130s at least, which I was right. We scored 135. But during the fourth quarter, Thomas Bryant, he was being aggressive. He was getting rebounds, block shots, getting stops. It was similar to Orlando game. But Bradley. Clutch. That layup when you put up 36-38, I'm like, dude, you're tough, bro. For a second there, I thought you were hurt at one point in that third quarter when you were grinning your side. I'm like, this is not good. But this was the old Bill that he'll been done for the game. Because remember how he was hurt almost every year time he's down for. I'm like, oh god, here we go again. But he stayed with it. Then Jeff Green, I thought he hit a dagger when it was 129-130. But Mike Collins said, no, it's not over. But Brad said, yeah, it is. Game over. And then that's how it is. That's how Wiz got the W. And then, like I told you, Brad had 40 points. Along that, he was 12 of 17 shooting from the field. And had a career high 9 threes, 9-12. And get this stat, I'm done understanding why I was reading this. In the last 2 games, Beal averaging 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. He is 27 27 for 66 from the field, which is 58% shooting. Also, he is 16 of 25 from 3, which is 64% shooting. He's been on an absolute tear right now. And Jabari, I gotta talk about you, bro. Jabari, 20 and 11. He's been impressing me last couple games. He wants to stay in Washington. He has been rejuvenated, Chicago, he was nothing Chicago, which I thought he was gonna be because he's from Chicago, you know. But in Washington, he's found a home. Like, get this, in the last 8 games I'm reading right now, he's averaging 18.2 points, 7 point rebounds. He is 60 from 95 from the field, which is 60% from the field. He has been on a tear as well. So please, Ernie, just keep him. Keep Jabari Parker. And for Grizzlies side, it's a lot of good stuff. Conley 28-12, where I thought he was getting traded during the not the offseason but the trade deadline, but he's still Memphis. And Young Valanciunas, I know people think when Young got traded, be like, why? But he's been good in Memphis. I think he's gonna do well. He had 22 and 8 rebounds, and the Wiz killer Ari Bradley, he had 22. And the two players I mentioned who thought their career's over, Parsons and Noah, they had a good game. Parsons had 16, Noah had 15 points, 8 rebounds. But team-wise, both teams shot over 50%, which was expected because it's in the 130. What do you expect? And the Wiz, they were 17-35 from the 3, which is 40%. Their season high in threes was 19. I think it was in the Toronto game when we played them to 2 overtimes. The free throws was big. We attempted 43 free throws, which was 83%. We were 36-43. And the Grizz, I know they had 35. That's the most assists we given on a team all year. 35 assists. And the Wiz won the boards again, 45-40. When we win the boards, we win the game. So that's my take of the whole game. We're gonna take a quick break, and I got a lot to say. No headlines today. I just want to say something out of my chest for all you Wiz fans. So stay tuned.
20th double-double of the year. Driving, that shot is blocked. Bayless not happy with the fact he didn't get a foul called, and the Wizards come the other way. And that defensive play should effectively salt this one away for Washington, up by 10 with 50 seconds to go. Wall shoots over Bayless. Dagger!
And we're back, Wiz Nation. As I corrected, I said 27-66. Apparently, he's 27-46 from the field, which is 60% shooting. So that was my mistake. So I got to correct that. But now I'm going to get to Bradley Beal for a minute. I got a lot to talk about him. You fans owe him an apology. I remember years ago, most fans says, get rid of him, dump him, all that, trade him, because every year he got hurt every year, always missing time. But he's proven you wrong time and time again, which he did 2 years ago. People like, okay, like this is new starter Brad. I told you, and I believe him. If y'all believe in him, then I love y'all. But if you didn't believe it, then y'all not a fan. And Bill should be on NBA team. To me, yes, but in reality, it's not likely because they reward teams who make the playoffs. Cause didn't Wall did not make All-NBA team back in 2014, and team made the playoffs and Gordon Dragic over him. Remember him? Gordon Dragic played for Phoenix. He made it over Wall, but not his team. They made the playoffs, so it's always about who makes the postseason. But to me, it's a numbers game. Who makes All-NBA team? But majority to me, that's us. But to me, it's the playoffs. But if we make it, then he's definitely. But if we make it, I think we have a better record than the Hornets. If we tie or better record than him, then he should make All-NBA team. Because one of them is gonna get left off, him or Kemba. One of them two is gonna get left off, and whoever gets left off doesn't get that bonus, not a bonus, but they get the eligible for max contract. And with Riz, some of his fans, they don't want him to get a max contract because Wall's max just don't let him make All-NBA team, so that's Wall's money. But who knows? We have to wait and see. If he makes it, then I'm happy for him. If he makes it year out, then we got some decision to make because it's me Wall's team or Bill's team. And speaking of the playoffs, I want to talk about playoffs. I know some fans said don't make it because they want Ernie gone, all that stuff. But to me, I want to make it because that's could be for championship. And people's like, you want to get swept or get top to pit? And I said, it don't matter because in the playoffs you can say at least we made it. Don't say oh we got thank you Wiz because you know what I'm saying, thank you all that and yada 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 like whatever. I want the playoff. I want the postseason or maybe when postseason we gotta win all out. We gotta win the last 12 games of the season. We're 30-40 now. I said 4-2 and 40 is nothing but playoffs, or at least get a 7-8 seed in the Eastern Conference. So that's all I gotta say. Coming up Monday night, Utah. It's gonna be a big battle between Beal and Donovan Mitchell, two of the hottest guards in the league. Cause people get Mitchell, he's one of the hottest guards since after the All-Star break, and his team, I think they're 7th in the West in the playoffs. We're not 7th or 8th, and they're playing like last year. Remember last year they made that run when they had a bad start and they came out hot, going to the playoffs. They won the playoffs. They beat Oklahoma City third last year. Yeah, that team. But I don't think they're the same thing we last year. But they did struggle in DC in the past, but it did beat last year. Remember when Beal, where he caught the ball and he lost it, he can't cut it, and be called for travel, and he turned the ball over. And remember last time by Utah, which is coming soon, where he lost by like almost 50 points. Right the way, where I turned the TV off and I can't watch it. I can't watch it. We were down 30 points at the half. Now 30 points, then cut it off. So, and thank you for watching. Beal did it again. Superstar in the making. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @Camingo. And if you want to follow this show, it's @WizNation on Twitter. And on Instagram, it's @NationWiz. So find me. Hope you watch the show. Thank you. Good night. DC family. We out.